Mine says we're on YouTube.
All right, you're all set.
All righty. We'll call a regular meeting of Gates Fire District to order at 6, what have we got here? 6:35, maybe? 37, 6:37. Let's see, pledge allegiance. Commissioner Holfelder, would you lead us, please?
Yes, I will. Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America.
and to the republic
Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, well. All righty. I hope everybody knows your emergency exits. Okay. Any guests in attendance that would like to address the Board of Fire Commissioners? No guests, good. All righty. Need approval of prior meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion.
One second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cox to approve the December 9th, 2020 workshop commission meeting minutes. Seconded by Commissioner Worth. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, need another motion to approve the December 10th meeting.
Make motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Holfelder to approve the December 10th, 2020 regular commission meeting minutes. Second.
I'll
Second.
Second by Commissioner Worth. All in favor? Aye. Treasurer's report, Carol.
Okay, you should have the accounts payable report in front of you. Bills to be paid.
It's all right.
Make a motion for the bills.
Motion made by Commissioner Worth to approve the accounts payable report for December 10th.
I'll second that.
Actually, that should be this week or today.
Today.
Today, the 21st. Yeah, okay. Seconded by Commissioner Cox. Yes.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And now you have the LoSAP report for November in front of you as well, hopefully.
I'll make the motion that we accept the LoSAP as reported.
Motion made by Commissioner Cox to approve the LoSAP summary report as reported, seconded by anybody? Commissioner Worth. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
District Secretary's report.
Chief Coble distributed informational bulletin 20-048 to all personnel regarding Group 5 Safety Officer. We received a FOIL request on December 16th for Christina Ryder and another one for 47 Noel. And that's all I have.
That's a quick report. All right, Chief's report.
All right, civil service, we've got the exams for battalion chief, assistant fire chief, and fire chief are all set and ready to go. They'll be held on March 6th, and there's going to be an open, competitive, and a promotional exam for each of those titles. And we made arrangements with civil service to make sure that all of our officers in the next lower officer category would be able to sit for this exam should they choose to do so. So originally going into this, we were going to have a very small group of people available, and civil service was gracious enough to work with us and and got it to where we needed it to be. So that's all set. The COVID-19 situation, I sent some information out earlier today. There were 2 emails. If somebody didn't get those, let me know, because you all should have received them. And it's specific to, we're starting down the road of vaccinations and how we're going to handle those internally. So we're taking our lead, as we always do, from the county, from the medical director and from the county health department. But, you know, right now it's initially the information going out, and then we're going to have to do some legwork on the backside. So I'll keep the board informed with that as we move along with that process. There's another conference call tomorrow afternoon at 1400 hours. So there might be some more movement tomorrow after that. So stay tuned. The County Cares IMA money, Battalion Chief Cooper reported that we have received the money from the county, and it's been deposited into our bank account, and Julie confirmed that for him. So I think that process for right now is done. So hats off to Battalion Chief Cooper for his diligence with that project and getting those monies back. We are continuing the track, just so the board knows, any of our expenditures that are COVID related, so that as monies become available in the future, we'll be able to follow a similar path. Required and recommended policies. So because Assistant Chief Gooley and I have a lot of free time on our hands, we thought it would be nice for us to, as we continue to peel the organizational onion, to see where we stand with some policies and procedures and whatnot. So we got from the attorney's office a list of recommended and required policies, and we're working through that list to compare it to what we have already, and basically doing a gap analysis. And then once we find out where we stand, if we've got some gaps, we'll certainly bring the board up to speed and figure out what we need to do to fill those gaps. So just so you know, that project is in the works. You know, we want to make sure, especially with the craziness in the world today, that everything we're supposed to be doing, we are doing for our people, and in terms of meeting standards and regulations that are out there. So that's a work in progress. You know what, Mr. Chairman, I'm wondering if we should add that to the list of kind of things we got in queue.
In the planning?
Yeah, it's pretty important. Okay. And a lot of those are going to be directly affect the Board of Fire Commissioners, because I think there's probably some requisite responsibilities that lie with the board to make sure some of these policies are in place. So it's probably good that we put that on the list so we don't forget it.
Okay, we'll put that in with the 5-year plan. Donna, can you update the minutes?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, recording of radio transmissions. So the good news is the 4-alarm fire last week on Noel Drive. The radio transmissions for that fire were all captured by our recording system. The bad news is our recording system stopped working shortly after that. Adam has tried on a couple occasions to Band-Aid the system, and it's come online for a while and then it has gone offline. So long story short, we've got some hardware, computer hardware that manages that system that needs to be replaced. We sat down with Adam. There's a couple of options for fixing the problem. One option was continuing to troubleshoot by replacing hardware as it goes, or kind of hunting and pecking and seeing what works. To be honest with you, in my opinion, and the opinion of the assistant chief, it's kind of throwing good money after bad. And at the end of the day, it's nickel and diming a problem that needs the reasonable solution. So his recommendation, the recommendation of the chief's office, is to replace the computer that is the backbone of that system. And Adam, chime in if I'm not doing this justice. So the computer that he's looking at, processor with the memory, the storage, the ports, and all the technical support and everything that we're going to need to make it work. The price for that computer is $1,099.99. It can be shipped to us 2-day air, 2 to 3 business days to build. So I'd like to have the board authorize that purchase.
I make a motion.
I'll second
Motion
it.
made by Commissioner Holfelder to approve the purchase of the computer to upgrade the communications recording.
I'll
Second, seconded by Commissioner Worth. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Just
Yes.
as FYI on that, during that fire, I was listening to the whole thing. And then I accidentally disconnected and had to reconnect, and you couldn't reconnect on the scanner app. So I don't know if something was going on besides ours, but it wouldn't reconnect at about an hour and a half into the fire.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with this issue, but it wouldn't be anything to do with this. So
No, just, I mentioned it.
Jim, I can follow up with you. There's a guy in Florida that might be able to help us. I think Tim has his name. We can follow up later.
All right, moving on. Well, speaking of the Noel Drive fire, it's got a nice segue here. Just to keep the board up to speed, we are still waiting for the cause and origin determination on that. So I know there's been a lot of inquiry from the community. I'm still getting from time to time inquiry from the media outlets. It looks like it's going to be about another week before they finalize their findings. So just a little patience is a virtue, they tell me. So we'll just have to exercise a little patience on that. I'm asking permission to utilize the bus to help the union out with another one of their community initiatives. They've identified with some assistance from other community organizations. They've identified, I think, 4 families in our district that could use a little bit of help this holiday season, and they're looking to deliver full course ham dinners for these families. So on Wednesday, they're going to be out and about making those deliveries. And I thought it would be the right and gentlemanly thing to do to offer the services of the bus. It's a win for them. It's a win for us, and it's just the right thing to do in the holiday season. So if there's no objections, I'd like permission to use the bus for that.
I'll make a motion. We'll approve the chief to or allow for the use of the bus on Wednesday.
Motion made by Commissioner Cox to approve the request to use the bus for the holiday meal delivery, seconded by Commissioner Holfelder. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Just a reminder, another one of the holiday initiatives, we have the School of the Holy Childhood Detail. The 2020 version of it is tomorrow morning. So everybody's kind of mustering at headquarters. We've got to have everybody out to the school by 8:30. So if anybody's planning on attending, I'm going to swing through the headquarters firehouse and, on my way out there. So if somebody wants the carpool or whatever, but Class A uniforms and the like for that. It should be a quicker detail than normal because it's just the parade. So just a FYI and reminder on that. We received a thank you card for rescuing the dog from the canal back on December 5th. So I thought it very nice. We're also getting a lot of accolades and cards and whatnot for the operation on Noel Drive. But we've had a couple of newsworthy events as of late, and all the feedback from our community and the people that we serve is positive. So it's a reinforcement for me that we're doing the right thing in terms of personnel and operational resources that we have.
In addition to that, too, the treasurer of the fire department just told me we've received over $1,000 in PayPal donations in the last week and a half or so.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, good. Holiday office hours. So we're going to have a limited footprint in the office due to personnel taking time off on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So this Thursday and next Thursday. I know in the past we've kind of shut down the office early so we can get our staff out and home before some of the holiday eve festivities start occurring. So if the commission is okay, I would propose that we close the offices this Thursday and next Thursday, probably right after lunchtime. If everybody's okay with that, because there's really, on those days, there's not much that happens in the afternoon anyways. So if you're okay with that, I'll communicate that out to the masses tomorrow via email.
I'm good with it.
Okay, by me.
All right, thank
Go
you.
for it, chief.
All right, thank you. I do have to request an executive session. I've got one matter that involves some pending litigation and a person. But other than that, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank you. Same to you, chief.
Thank you. That's all I
Assistant chief's report.
Okay, Battalion Chief Amendolara is requesting to use bay number 1 at Station 1 to stage furniture and materials for the dispatch remodel project. During that time, he's also looking for permission to place a dumpster in front of the overhead door outside for that project. The dumpsters being provided by the company that's doing the work.
Sounds good.
House one commissioners?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Good. Okay.
okay by me.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Chief Cooley.
Okay, thank you. Next, Battalion Chief Amendolara is looking to purchase 3 Ben Lowrider helmets and 1 pair of Excalibur Gauntlet gloves from MES. Their total of $1,048.46. He has money in his account to cover the expenditure.
Make a motion.
Motion to approve the purchase of 3 Ben Lowrider helmets and 1 pair of Excalibur Gauntlet gloves from MES in the amount of $1,048.46. Made by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner
I'll second it.
Worth. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Next, today during the day, we were trying to get stuff ready for tonight's meeting, and came across that we have to make sure we get a permissive referendum on record. So you'll see in the agenda that I'm looking for the approval for that.
That's for the engine, right?
No,
No?
Yes.
it's for the Quint.
Oh, to take the $1.3 million out of the 6G account?
Yep.
Okay. Do we want to do that now?
I'm okay with it.
All righty. Let me find it. Okay, I got it. Okay, need a motion for the resolution, transfer funds from the 6G account.
Make a motion.
Motion made
Second.
by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner Worth. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 6G of the General Municipal Law as amended, the Gates Fire District does hereby authorize the transfer the sum not to exceed $1,322.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, 1,322,997 from its 6G capital reserve account to the district's general operating account for continued fire district operations, including the acquisition of an aerial fire apparatus, related equipment, appliances, services related thereto. No expenditure shall be made except upon authorization of the board, and it is further resolved that this resolution is subject to a permissive referendum as provided by Section 6G of the General Municipal Law. Okay, Commissioner Cox moved, Commissioner Worth seconded. Roll call vote. Chairman Hancock, aye. Vice Chairman Caminelli.
Aye.
Commissioner Cox,
Aye.
Commissioner Holfelder,
Aye.
Commissioner Worth.
All right.
Foregoing resolution was thereupon duly declared duly adopted and approved by the Board of Fire Commissioners. All set.
Okay. Thank you. Truck committee, the truck committee is recommending the purchase of the Suffin heavy duty custom pumper. And as you'll see, there's a bid approval in your agenda.
Make a motion that we move forward and approve the bid for the Suffin heavy engine.
Second.
I just got on the question there. I know I was talking to a couple of commissioners there. They said there was a situation where a couple of things were not included in the bid package. I assume that got resolved.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I'm not a touch for a while.
Nope, no worries. Everything that all the concerns were addressed.
Great.
And we can touch base on those later.
Good. That sounds great.
And we also went through council for those too,
Yeah.
Lou, just to keep you appraised.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, let's see, resolution awarding bid of pumper fire apparatus, resolution number 2020.12.21.2. I forgot to do that for the other one. Whereas the Board of Fire Commissioner of the Gates Fire District, having duly considered bids and received and opened on December 9th, 2020 for the purchase of one pumper fire apparatus following published notice thereof. Now therefore it is resolved that the Gates Fire District does hereby award the bid to the lowest compliant bidder, Suffin Corporation, in the amount of $547,239. And that the chairman of the Board of Fire Commissioners is hereby authorized to execute the contract and such other documents with Suffin Corporation on behalf of the Gates Fire District to give effect to these resolutions, subject to prior approval of Gates or the Fire District's legal counsel. And it is further resolved that this approval is contingent upon successful completion of the successful approval of resolutions and required permissive referendum process for use the Gates Fire District's reserve funds, which will provide for the purchase of the apparatus. Who said, Commissioner Cox? You
Yes,
made the
sir.
motion? Okay, Commissioner Cox moved, Commissioner Worth seconded.
On the question now.
Yes,
All right, now this is kind of cart before the horse stuff here. First of all, there's no
Was that
money.
Commissioner Worth that seconded, or was it Holfelder?
not sure which.
I just seconded it. I don't-
Okay, seconded, Worth. Okay, Jim, what?
Okay, there is no money in there right now to do this because our next Monday night meeting is where we finalize the funds and transfer
Correct.
the money into. So now this is dated today. So technically, we're doing something that we don't have the money to do.
We're awarding the bid for this. We don't need the money for that.
Awarding the bid.
Right,
Then now we got to do a permissive referendum to take the money out before he can sign the contract. We got to do a permissive referendum on top of this to authorize this.
Permissive referendum's up next.
What?
yeah,
The
Right,
permissive referendum is up next.
yes. But we don't have the money in the 6G account to do the referendum. Is that what you're saying?
Right, you gotta do the referendum, wait 30 days and then activate this. So I'm wondering, should we date this? I mean, this is our last meeting of the year, so.
Right.
Oh, over a barrel there. But should we leave this dated the 21st or should we date it after the date of after the end of the 30-day referendum?
So going from what legal counsel gave us on counsel from last meeting and the ones that he actually wrote these documents today, I believe that we're gonna be okay if we just follow the guidance that he provided.
That is my recollection as well.
Okay,
Okay, so the Board of Fire Commissioner voted as follows. Chairman Hancock, aye. Vice Chairman Caminelli,
I,
Commissioner Cox,
Aye.
Commissioner Holfelder,
Aye.
Commissioner Worth.
all right,
Foregoing resolution was thereupon declared duly adopted and approved by the Board of Fire Commissioners, December 21st, 2020. Okay, now we want to do the other resolution too, or?
Now, that's the point. See, don't you have to do the permissive referendum? If they didn't give you permission, you can't transfer it. I
We're
mean,
not
no one's
transferring the
probably-
funds. We're not going to transfer the funds until we go to pay for the vehicle when we have
Vehicle.
delivery. This is just giving us permission to transfer the funds at the time when we need to.
Right.
We're not
First, you
gonna
have to-
transfer it
First,
30
you have
days.
to do the permissive referendum. That gives you the permission to do the transfer.
And that's what we're doing right now.
Correct, yes. We're asking for permission. We're gonna post a permissive referendum,
All right.
but we're not doing anything with the money until basically next year.
Okay.
Late next.
The money won't be there till next year.
Don't you make do you have a resolution though to do a permissive referendum?
That's what he's going to read in
Yes.
about 3
Yep,
seconds.
That's what I'm gonna, yep.
This says transfer. Doesn't say anything about permissive referendum. The one I got.
So this is an agenda, but it's a permissive referendum. We're not actually transferring any funds today or tomorrow or.
Then,
Yeah, if you read it, it says resolved that this resolution is subject to a permissive referendum as provided by 6G General Municipal Law.
all right.
And I get what you're saying.
Yeah, this doesn't say.
Yep,
anything
I
about a
just read it.
permissive
Yep.
referendum.
Yep, this is the request. Yeah, this is a request to transfer funds. This is not a permissive referendum.
Right.
We
That's
need
what I'm
that
saying.
first.
You get permission to transfer the.
Right,
funds
we need
at
the
time of
permissive referendum first.
Stand by, I'm looking.
Guys, hold on for a second. And back the schedule of events for the new apparatus transaction that Butler shared with us, that our legal
Okay.
counsel shared with us. I believe we're following right in sequence here on what we're supposed to be doing.
That was for the ladder truck though, or was it? No, that was for the,
No,
that was
that
when
was
they
for
do
the
the
engine.
bond issue.
Well, it would still be the same actions, right?
Right,
Yep,
instead of reading bond
absolutely.
issue, it should be permissive referendum.
All right, so I need to chime in here because we had conversation today with legal counsel to make sure that we had this all in the right order. And all these resolutions are subject to a permissive referendum. So everything that's being approved today, it clearly states that it's subject to another action. And the next action after the resolution will be a permissive
Permissive
referendum.
referendum. Okay, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it that way because it also states that no money is going to transfer unless it's approved by the board, and we can't approve it unless we have the permissive referendum.
There
Correct.
you go.
Correct. But this is
Very good, Chief.
this is the process to back up what the Assistant Chief and Commissioner Cox have said.
Very good.
This is the proper process.
Thank you very much, sir, for clarifying it for us.
Thank you.
Okay. Resolution to transfer funds from 6G Capital Reserve account to the general operating account. Resolution number 2020.20 or .12.21.3. Resolved that pursuant to 6G of General Municipal Law as amended, the Gates Fire District does hereby authorize the transfer of the sum not to exceed $547,239 from its 6G Capital Reserve account to the district's general operating account for continued fire district operations, including acquisition of a pumper fire apparatus and related equipment, appliances, and services related thereto. No expenditure shall be made except upon authorization of the board, and it is further resolved that this resolution is subject to a permissive referendum as provided by Section 6G of the General Municipal Law. And Commissioner Cox made the motion, Commissioner Worth seconded. Board of Fire Commissioner voted as follows. Chairman Hancock, aye. Vice Chairman Caminelli,
Aye.
Commissioner Cox,
Aye.
Commissioner Holfelder,
Aye.
Commissioner Worth.
Uh,
Foregoing resolution was thereupon duly declared, duly adopted, and approved by the Board of Fire Commissioners, 12/21, or December 21st, 2020.
Thank you. Update on the pickup trucks that we're looking to purchase. Ralph had reached out to one of the dealers today, well, last weekend today, getting some pricing for those. He was able to get a quote for 2 pickups for 40,000, basically just under 40,800 each. But talking to him today, he was discouraged with one of the dealers that he was speaking to. He believes that they were adding some upcharges on there that could that we're paying that's really not needed. So he was going to be reaching out to a couple more dealers to see if we could get that price lowered. Between the two pieces, he was thinking probably an additional $4,000 of upcharges that he feels that we could get, or we wouldn't have to pay if we went to another dealer. So with that being said, obviously the monies were in this year's budget. I don't see us getting that information together before the end of the year, so I would recommend that we probably move that money that was budgeted into the 6G account. Just as that's my recommendation. So whatever you guys think.
I agree. I mean, we've got to have that, we've got to move it over, but we need these trucks, so.
Yeah.
Jim, how do you feel?
I'm just trying to figure out how to do it for the least expense here. That,
I can't hear you.
I was just trying to figure this out to do it for the least expensive. We obviously won't know money-wise where we are with everything until next Monday. But if we transfer that with all the rest of the money into 6G, then we got to have a permissive referendum to take it out.
Yeah, but I mean, at the time of at the time of ordering, it's going to take weeks to get.
I'm just saying to say if we could put that into that same referendum with the pumper, to move both purchases in the same referendum.
Oh.
It's up to you guys, however you guys want to.
Well, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying, but-
I definitely want to move forward with the project, but
Yeah.
I know that we're probably not going to be making a purchase before the end of the year. So
Okay.
you want to just
And that can all be worked out in the office as long as everybody agrees it. I'll run it
Okay.
all in one legal notice.
all right. We can I'll move on. And then lastly is I have a request for executive session.
All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Projects, 5-year plan. Still in progress. Station 3 parking lot. Still in progress. Building utilization committees in progress. And parking lot replacement for Station 1 and Station 3 is in progress. Let's see, and we're gonna add the rules and regulations. Is that good heading there, Chief? To the 5-year plan list also. Okay. Commission meeting dates for next year. Everybody review that and agree with everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, commission assignments, everybody go through that list and agree with that?
Yes, sir.
And 4.
Legal counsel's attendance at the commission meetings for next year. You want to do the same thing we tried this year? Or do you want to wait and discuss it next year and? Don't everybody answer at once now.
I found it beneficial, but I know it's costly. So I guess with what we've got going on right now with apparatus, some things going on in January here, it probably, we ought to let our legal counsel know as soon as possible. How's the chief's department office feel about that for Chief Booble?
Well, I would agree that with the apparatus, and we've got some personnel movement that we'll need over the course of next year. And I think some other things that have yet to be discussed. I think it would be good to at least plan on having him make a regular appearance. One time a month, I think is working out. And other than that, he's available by phone. So, but I think it's,
Right.
I think it's important to keep him a little closer here to make sure we're navigating some of these waters that we're in correctly.
So let's sign them up for the first 6 months, Dave, if we can. I would recommend that. And one meeting a month, and maybe the one that we do the most on the bill paying, because that certainly may be questionables, or if we have questions around agreements or something there.
We'll
I'll
take
check
care of
with
that.
legal counsel's availability and see what Mark has available.
And, you know, if like a couple days before, we always know what the schedule is gonna be. If it looks like there's nothing we need them for, we could just say, you know.
Yep.
Cancel them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, see what, we'll see what his availability is for the first 6 months, and we'll shoot it from there. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
All right. Commissioner training. Dan, Jim, and myself have to take it. Does anybody else want to attend? Any other commissioners?
That's gonna be
Julie,
a
You
webinar.
want to
right?
go? You want to attend, Julie? Yeah? Carol
Sure, I'll come.
and Donna?
Again, it's Zoom meetings, right, Dave?
Yeah, it's Zoom. Do we want to do it? I don't know. Individually from home, or do we want to like set up at the administration building and use the
Use a big screen.
big
and-
screen TV there, or what?
Then we could talk amongst ourselves. Be easier to talk.
Yep,
amongst
okay.
ourselves.
All right.
We signed up for, we're gonna do it January 3rd, I think that was.
That's a Sunday. Did anybody look at that? That's a Sunday. You want to do the Saturday, the 9th? That'll give you guys a chance to rewind or unwind from the holidays, and it's up to you guys. We'll talk offline. How's that?
All right.
All right?
Was it January 9th is the other date?
Yeah, that's the next date. It's January 9th. And that's a Saturday.
I can do either one, Dave. I get her done.
Okay. Next. I have a personnel item. It's been discussed between the commissioners and the chief's office that we feel that with the how do I want to say, added weight or whatever, that we give the secretary $1 an hour raise. So I would like somebody to make a motion.
I'll
I'll
make
make a motion.
I'll
Motion
second it.
made- Motion made by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner Worth. All in favor?
I-
Aye. Okay, starting January 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's all I have.
Ho, ho.
Vice Chairman Caminelli's report.
Okay, I really don't have no report. I just thought of something as you brought that up as far as salaries. I know last year Commissioner Cox and myself sat down with the admin staff. I went over their for their salary for the upcoming season. And we need to do that. And myself personally, I don't know how much availability I will be based on what I got to go to a couple doctor appointments. So I know that should be done before the first of the year.
Okay.
So between one personnel commissioner, which is Dave, and Dan did it last year, if he has the time, you know. But I know that's very important. At least sit down with the staff and let them know they're getting per hour.
I'd propose that we bring the chiefs into this as we work forward with like things with Rocky going on and so on. That I think Chief Booble, would you help us out with that and the admin staff, just general communications?
Yeah, certainly. We might be able to streamline that process a little bit.
All right, Dan, you want to sit in on it with us?
Sure.
Okay.
Just let me
We'll
know
be
the
in
date.
touch, Chief.
Thank you.
And that's,
Anything else?
and that's all I have. I just gotta say thank you for the support from the fire district and the fire department in regards to my situation. And I'm about 80% there. So thank you again. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas,
Lou.
and thank you for taking care of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, gotta do that.
Commissioner Holfelder.
Although my report, it says no report, there's been two things that I would need to report on tonight of importance. One is Station 1. MCOR installed and Kistler, I believe, commissioned the Liebert unit that controls the, I guess, the control center for Station 1. That is coming up on its warranty timeline. And a question came, it was just brought to me through MCOR. And I believe Wolf is aware of that, or we should make Wolf aware of it, that the warranty on that has expired and it is on us now to maintain and keep that thing up to speed. So I think we're where we need to be anyways. I'm sure they have that on their list of equipment that they maintain, but it did come through MCOR and I got it on a Gates Fire District email. It was just an attachment between the two other vendors attached to me. And so we know that now. And then the other piece was, I said I would report that I would look at our budget. And I think Jim has also looked at our budget, that we will have a small surplus that we will be looking to move most likely into the savings, what is it? The G account.
Yeah.
So we do. Based our projection, it says we will have a surplus this year in our budget. So that'll be something that we can look at and appropriately take care of it. But I don't know if we do it at this meeting.
No, it's next Monday.
Oh, next meeting.
There you go. Okay, so that's my report. We do have a budget. We were close, but we're good.
All right, thank you.
Commissioner
Commissioner
Holfelder,
Cox. Oh, sorry.
will you forward me that email that you received from MCOR?
Yeah, just for your record, I will do that.
Perfect.
If you
thank
would, Chris, copy me in on it. I want to make sure we've got that on the agreement for the maintenance agreement with Wolf. I've
Yeah,
made a
just to
note
make,
to follow up with you, but as long as you're, send it to both of us, it'd be great. Thank you.
will do. That's why I brought it up, just making sure
Cool.
everybody gets what they need.
Okay.
Okay, Commissioner Cox report.
Quick project updates, floor cleaning, looks like it'll commence January 5th. I can't get Kruger to come in any sooner based on some things that he's doing with the mall cleaning with this COVID thing. He's in contract to the end of the calendar year. So more details to follow. I have reached out as the chief asked the captains to assist me. All three stations are stepped right up to the plate to help me out. So probably right around January 5th. We might get the Edmund done before Donna, but it looks like January 5th will be the first one, Station 1.
Okay.
But I'll work with everybody on the schedules on that. Dispatcher's office, if you haven't been in, you might stop and look at the dispatcher's office. That continues to, I think I'll use the word, the demo part of it's complete. The new grid system's going in the ceilings and so on. So that progress is going forward there. Gonna keep going on the projects, then I'll come back to that dispatchers for a minute. The HVAC controller system at Station 1, all the controllers have been added in, the sensors. There was 12 of them that he put in through the various parts of the building. Right now, for the next week or so, we're going to be monitoring that. But as you saw, we signed off on the invoice to pay him for that controller. Wolf has got that all up to speed over the last week and a half here. Emergency fix, I think maybe everybody's aware of it, but just for general communications, last Friday night, Joe went to Station 3 and replaced the hot water heater with a temporary 40-gallon, the 100 gallons over there. And as he's balancing his workload, he'll get that 100-gallon put in place over there at Station 3. Dave, you're aware of that, right?
Yep.
Last thing, remodeling with Passero. Very shortly here after the first of the year, we get through the holidays here. Passero is going to do a couple of updates on the layouts, and then I'll start socializing it, roll it out to you guys as commissioners. Last Friday, we did share it with the chief's office. The core team did. It's really feasibility wise in 1 month where we are today compared to where we were a month ago. We've got 2 really good layouts. We're looking at the whole building at Station 1, and without a lot of detail, we can get together on the layouts after the first of the year. But Chief's office, any comments on that? No.
I could get my mic unmuted. Yeah,
Sorry, sorry, Chief.
no, I just think, I just would like to comment on the process. I think the process is going the way it should. And I think everybody that's supposed to be involved in the process has been. So I like where it's going and I concur with the timeline.
Great. So it's a couple of things for permission. Energy Solutions, that's the energy consultant that the district has hired back a couple of years ago, working with Larry Martell and Mary Beth. Jim and I met with him last week on a conference call on Friday. As I sent out to you, I'd like permission when he gets his agreement to us on this community solar. It'll save us 10% on our electric bill. Clearly, it'll get run past the legal counsel first. And if he's in agreement, then we'll go ahead and sign it and move forward with that project, I guess you'll call it. But the bill will look a little bit different. We've got some samples. I'll work with Julie and Carol as we come down the pike on that, but looking for permission to sign that agreement. We should have it sometime between Christmas and New Year's. That's why I'm asking for permission tonight.
It passes the mustard of the legal, I'm good.
Okay, Chris, thank you.
Same here.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Last up, I'd like to make a motion. Well, let me first give you a quick explanation.
Wait a minute.
Zybex Systems is the people that are providing the furniture. That's the purchase order we have for all the new consoles that are the 2 of them, the sit-stand stations that we have at the dispatcher's office. As we started remodeling that, there are some, one other furniture requirement, the locked box for the district, along with the AED and first aid bag that's over there in that bookshelf. There's also seems to be always a requirement on the top of that bookshelf with a couple of radios either charging, so I'll call it a charging station on the top of that. So John Merklinger got a quote from Zybex today. It's made part of the meeting minutes here. Donna just got it late this afternoon. We both got it, so it'll become part of this. But I'd like to make a motion that we spend $2,350.50 with Zybex to purchase this standalone bookshelf charging station that we need. It is budgeted money. We do have it in the budget. That's part of the 2021 budget that we approved to complete this project.
Motion to approve the purchase of 1 professional tall credenza with charging station from Zybex Systems Incorporated in the amount of, I can't remember, Dan, what was it?
$2,350.50. $23.50.
Thank you. Made by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner Hofelder. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can
And Dan,
we,
let's back up and do the Energy Solutions.
thank you.
We need to make a motion to accept that contract.
I make a motion.
Pending legal counsel approval? Or do you want to wait until?
No, let's go ahead and do it. I mean, it's clearly if the goal here, Dave, was we hit January 1st. If we can get it signed off by everybody, then we can already pick up another month at 10%.
Okay, so then.
I'll
we
make a
would need
motion
it-
or whoever.
Okay, motion made to go with Energy Solutions for our was that electric
Yes, sir.
service or provider? Pending legal counsel's approval of the contract. Second,
I'll second.
seconded by Commissioner Worth. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
And
That's
Merry
good.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Commissioner Worth,
No, we already discussed that, so I got nothing else.
we got nothing else?
We're gonna do that, but we discussed the permissive referendum. That's like one of the-
Okay. All right. Let's see. Need a motion.
Make a motion. We go to executive session, Mr. Chairman.
Second,
Motion made at 7:26 by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner Worth, to enter executive session for the purpose of discussion regarding the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation, or matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation. All in favor?
I,
Aye.
All right, stand by.